prior to coming to Parenting Your Best, I grew up in a more disciplined household, so therefore my relationship was more rules orientated. You don't do this because I'm the parent. I think coming afterwards, I began to get a better grasp of guidelines and connections can accomplish the same things, but it's in a less adversarial relationship, and that he feels like he's having input and that his input is valued. So I think the single biggest thing that I got out of it was having the kids be involved in the process of helping them to grow. I think the single biggest thing is me being more thoughtful about the comments and choosing to be more questioning versus more dictating. How is your game? And if he responds to that question, instead of I or me, it's have you thought? Do you think? So I think it's giving him feedback, but not as you should do this, versus more suggestive and less dictatorial, which I think gives him confidence to ask more questions. Yeah, I think he feels, once again, it goes back to what your accomplishment is inclusive. He feels, okay, more trainable, more helpful, might be the right word, versus more directional. In other words, I'm having my input's being valued, and my younger son and I were talking about it, and he likes it better. You're not yelling, honestly. Because I have a tendency to get, as some parents do, especially if you've played sports, to get more aggressive when their play is not at the level it should be, or that you think they're capable of. And stepping back from that and going, how do you think, what did you think, and asking those more questions to get them to have input. I think the single biggest thing is that she, because I'm a type A person, she gets frustrated and knows that the way I want to communicate to the kids versus the way they take it knows that I want a better bridge, but sometimes gets frustrated that she doesn't see me willing to take suggestions. Whereas this program offers you the opportunity, you're getting suggestions, and some of it might be from her, that the way it's just being presented to you in a different format that sometimes you'll comprehend better. So I think that would probably be the single biggest thing, is it's improved. And the key thing that if you've gone through it, what you quickly realize is that even though we're talking about our children, the concepts and skill sets apply across the board. You can use them at work, you can use them with your wife, in your family setting, or even with your daughters or whatever. So I think that's the single biggest thing that drives it, is that, yeah, it's improved a lot. I would tell you this, I would recommend it to all dads. If they can take their pride and their confidence as a man, kind of set it on the sidelines, and then sit down and look at the information. I think what they'll come away with, it will give them some perceptions that typically don't avail themselves in the things that they're used to doing, especially if you're in our age group, 45 and up. It's not that it will help them be better at not only just helping their sons from a coachable standpoint, but really life lesson wise. So yeah, absolutely, I'd recommend it to any dads. And if, as it was at our school, if I had the ability to communicate to all of them, it should be reversed, quite honestly, based on the way dads are. I would have all the dads there and maybe a few moms. And unfortunately, that I don't think that happens as often as it could. And they'll come away with a better way to communicate.